Did you know that 40% of Americans can't cover a $400 emergency without borrowing or selling something? Here's the kicker. It's often not about how much people earn, but how they manage their money. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel uncovers why behavior plays a bigger role in financial success than most of us realize. Money isn't just numbers and spreadsheets, it's emotions, habits, and psychology. Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money, unpacks why people make irrational financial decisions and how understanding the emotional side of money can lead to smarter choices. Today, I'll walk you through 5 key lessons from the book and how they can reshape your approach to personal finance. Let's face it, most of us have wrong ideas about money. One common misconception is that wealth equals happiness. Sure, money can solve a lot of problems, but after a certain point, studies show that more money doesn't necessarily mean more satisfaction. Another issue? We treat money as a math problem when it's often a behavioral challenge. Think about it. How many people earn 6 figures yet still live paycheck to paycheck? How many blow their savings chasing the latest trends or trying to impress others? Housel's central argument is that financial success isn't about knowing every detail of the stock market or earning a crazy salary. It's about managing your relationship with money. And that's where understanding the psychology of money comes in. Lesson 1. Compounding is magic, but requires patience. You've heard this before. Compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. But here's the catch. Compounding only works if you let it. Too often, people pull their money out too soon or chase quick returns, sabotaging the incredible power of long-term growth. Take Warren Buffett as an example. Did you know that 99% of his wealth was accumulated after his 50th birthday? His genius wasn't just picking great investments, it was staying invested for decades. Actionable tip. Start investing early, even if it's small amounts, and resist the urge to tinker with your portfolio every time the market dips. Compounding works best with time and consistency. Lesson 2. Stop comparing your journey to others. Social media has made it way too easy to compare yourself to others. But here's the thing. You don't know their full story. Someone flaunting a new car might be drowning in debt. Someone with a smaller home might have a massive investment portfolio. Housel reminds us that financial goals are deeply personal. Your strategy should reflect your values, not someone else's highlight reel. Actionable tip. Define what enough looks like for you. Is it financial independence? Early retirement? Once you know your goal, block out the noise and stick to your plan. Lesson 3. Save like a maniac. Housel argues that saving is one of the most underrated financial habits. It's not just about building an emergency fund or planning for retirement, it's about flexibility. The more you save, the more freedom you have to make decisions that align with your values instead of living paycheck to paycheck. And no, you don't need a huge income to save. Housel shares examples of people with modest salaries who built significant wealth simply by living below their means. Actionable tip: automate your savings. Set up a direct transfer to a separate account every time you get paid. You'll be surprised how quickly it adds up when you don't have to think about it. Lesson 4. Risk is unavoidable but manageable. Every financial decision comes with risk. The trick isn't to avoid it, it's to manage it. Housel emphasizes that understanding your personal risk tolerance is crucial. Some people can handle volatile markets, others can't sleep if their portfolio drops by 10%. Here's a relatable analogy. Investing is like riding a roller coaster. You know there will be dips, but if you bail halfway through, you miss the thrill of the climb. Actionable tip. Diversify your investments to spread risk. And more importantly, build an emergency fund so you're not forced to sell assets during tough times. Lesson 5. Nobody knows the future. Here's the hard truth. Even the smartest investors don't have crystal balls. Housel highlights that the financial world is full of uncertainty, and anyone promising guaranteed returns is either lying or lucky. Instead of trying to predict the future, focus on building a resilient plan. Create a strategy that works in both good and bad times, and stay flexible enough to adapt as circumstances change. Actionable tip. Assume your predictions will be wrong at least some of the time. Keep your portfolio balanced between growth opportunities and safe bets. Quick breather. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe to Financial Library. I've got plenty more insights to help you make smarter financial decisions. Let's keep going. Of all the lessons in this book, one stands out the most. Money's value is the freedom it gives you. Think about that. The ultimate goal of building wealth isn't to hoard cash or show off. It's to create options. It's the ability to walk away from a toxic job to spend time with family or to invest in a passion project without worrying about bills. This lesson fundamentally shifts how you view money. Instead of chasing status or luxury, you start prioritizing what truly matters: freedom, security, and peace of mind. So next time you're making a financial decision, ask yourself, Is this moving me closer to freedom, or is it tying me down? To recap, here are the 5 key lessons from the psychology of money. 1. Compounding works wonders if you're patient. 2. Stop comparing your financial journey to others. 3. Save aggressively to gain flexibility and freedom. 4. Risk is part of the game. Learn to manage it. 5. Nobody can predict the future, so focus on a resilient strategy. Your mindset about money matters just as much as your bank balance. By adopting these principles, you'll not only grow your wealth, but also improve your relationship with money. What lesson from the psychology of money resonated most with you? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you want more actionable financial tips, check out this book summary. See you there. Bye.